Yes, people, we are live, blood. We are back again. Like a blood clot again, you understand? Apologies yesterday. Me and Hugh, man, like Wizzy, we got something coming for the people, then, blood. So bear with us, blood. You understand? Patience will be a virtue, blood. You get me? But first things first, you lot know the vibes, blood. Make sure you like the thing, make sure you share the thing, make sure you subscribe to the blood clot thing. How is everyone doing on this? Was it Thursday? It's Thursday, I lie. Yeah. On this Thursday afternoon, man, I'm funny, blood. Look at this. Look at this, blood. Look at this, blood. Look at this, blood. But yeah, man, we're there. Another day. You get me? Another day, blood. Another day, more rumors. You understand? I don't know how true the rumors are. You get me? Never heard of this source in my life, blood. You get me? Never heard of this source, blood. The source is, what is it? II Roma? II Roma or something, blood? Yeah, II Roma, fam. I think it's II Roma, blood. You understand? But as you can see in the title, apparently, Arsenal have approached Victor Osimhen. Now, obviously, Sesko, he'll be staying at Leipzig. He signed a new deal. He's come out and spoken on why he has chosen to stay at Leipzig and not move to the Emirates Stadium, not move to the Premier League. He's doing the Haaland, blood. You get me? He's doing the Haaland when Haaland stayed at Borussia Dortmund for an extra season, and then he left the season after. It looks like Sesko's doing the same thing, and that is why these rumors are circulating now. Like I said, according to, I think it's II Roma or 2 Roma, something Roma, blood. You get me? And I've gone looking for the actual article, but it's in Italian, blood. So you get me? I can't read Italian, blood. I'm stuck. You get me? But according to that outlet, Arsenal have made contact with Osimhen's camp ahead of a potential move. One of the Gunners' other targets, Benjamin Sesko, signed a new deal with RB Leipzig on Wednesday. Now, obviously, we are after a striker. Osimhen has said that he wants to leave Napoli this year. He said that one of his preferred destinations is Arsenal. You get me? But for me, I'm not sure about Osimhen, blood. You get me? The release clause is over 100 mil, Dens. It's over 100 mil, blood. You get me? Big up Big G. It's over 100 mil. But he hasn't done well this season, blood. You get me? He was piss poor in the AFCON as well. I think he scored 1 goal, blood. You understand? And every time I've seen him play this season, he's flattered to deceive, blood. Like when I saw him in the Champions League, you weren't really keeping up nothing. You get me? Serie A, he weren't as prolific as he was last season. Let me get his stats. Osimhen. So his stats from last year, yeah. It's not really appealing. He's looking like a one-season wonder. I'm not gonna lie. He's looking like a one-season wonder. You get me? He had a couple injuries last season as well, blood. He played 25 games, bro. You get me? Out of 38 games in the league. Played 6 games in the Champions League and played 1 game in the Italian Cup. He got 2 goals and an assist in the Champions League. That's what I'm saying. It ain't really, you know what I'm pulling down trees, blood. 25 appearances, 15 goals, 3 assists. That's not too bad when you work out the goal to game ratio. 18 goals, 18 GNA from 25. But last season he was moving brazy. Last season he was moving mad. Last season, how many goals did he get last season? How many goals did he get last season, blood? Yeah, he thrashed out at AFCON, blood. He thrashed out, blood. He doesn't move the needle for me. The wages are ridiculous that he's asking for. The fee is ridiculous that Napoli are asking for. Nah, not for me. For the same money, you'd get Osimhen, get Watkins. I don't think Watkins. No way, Watkins costs 100 million, blood. You must be mad. If Villa are asking 100 million for Watkins, then they are never going to sell him. For me, Gyökeres, see it there? Gyökeres is the one, blood. He's got 40-something goals this season, blood. I'm sorry, not for me. He's mad overrated and stiff on the ball. Pause. Not worthy the money. He was shocking in AFCON. Yeah, AFCON's when I really watched him. AFCON's when I really was like, all right, cool, let me see what you're on, blood. And he weren't on nothing, blood. You weren't on nothing, fam. You understand? You weren't on nothing, fam. Overrated, blood. Overrated for me, fam. You get me? Overrated for me, blood. I want to see the games he scored in. I want to see the games, blood. So I want to see if he scored in the big games. Or is he stat padding? Right now he's stat padding, blood. He had an hamstring problem. He missed 5 games. What's his biggest? Yeah, he's stat padding, blood. He did not score in one big game. There was not one big game he scored in, bro. I'm looking, and he did not. He's stat padding, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, Osimhen is stat padding. The goals he's getting, the teams he's not making, and he's not making no impact in the big games. In the big games, he's making 0 impact. No goals, no assists, nothing. I'm looking at the teams he's scoring against and getting assists. What, the biggest team's probably Fiorentina, blood. Look, Lecce, Udinese. Come on, man. Sassuolo. Frosinone. I've never that sounds like fucking ice cream. Frosinone. Yeah, can I get a Frosinone with strawberry fucking sauce and a cone and a flake, please? Do you understand? Calgary. Monza. Yeah. Roma and Fiorentina. That's the only game. And because Inter, nothing. Nothing against Juve. Nothing against AC. Genoa. Girona is the one that's moving mad, isn't it? They're in Spain. So forget about this one. Girona. Genoa, sorry. It's Girona that's on crud. Yeah, bro. He's not doing that, people. I'm not going to lie. He did not get goals against none of the big 6 teams, bro. He's not making 0 impact, bro. He's not making... He doesn't make any impact, bro, in any of the big games. I'm literally got it here. And it's none. None, blood. Nah, not for me, man. For that amount of money, nah. Nah, not for me. Nah, not for me. And he goes on these runs when he doesn't get a goal, blood. Like he'll score like the way it looks to me, yeah, is like he'll score like in three. The most he'll score is three. He'll score 3 games in a row, and then he's going ghost for 4. I don't need that kind of striker, bro. I need a striker that's involved. You get me? Goal a game, assist, like you me. Goal a goal or assist, 1 in 2. You get me? My man here, it's like he scores. He'll score 3 in a row. He'll score in 3 consecutive games, and then beam, he's goals for 4 games. Then he'll score in 2, and then he's ghost again. Nah, not for me, man. For me, there's better options in the market. Much better options for me. You look at Gyökeres, Watkins, Tone, them man, they go before. You get me? They go before Osimhen. All them man go. You get me? Obviously, Isaac, but Arsenal are saying that Isaac, we're not interested in Isaac and we're not interested in Tony. We're interested in a younger. If we're going to get a striker, it's going to be a younger striker. Or we're going to be looking at wingers and maybe move next year, because obviously Isaac will be gettable next year. And if they did want to go for Osimhen would be at a much cheaper rate next year as well, blood. You get me? For me, we need to go out and get a striker, because the striker area is what cost us. That's where we got hurt, blood. The striking area, blood. Do you understand? That's where we have to. You get me? Have to reinforce in that area, blood. I don't see the point of going for a winger instead of a striker. You get me? You bring in both. You understand? You bring in both, blood. And you bring in a midfielder. They're the 3 that need to come through the door. You understand? We can get by without getting in another left back. You get me? Next season, I don't think we can get by without getting in cover for Saka and a striker, blood. You get me? Centre midfield as well, because it's looking like Partey might go. They're saying it's not guaranteed he will leave, but if the Saudi man them come with a decent bid, he's off, blood. You understand? And I've said it on numerous occasions. Onana, because they looked at Onana, you get me? So Onana, Rice, and Odegaard is not the midfield. It can't be the midfield. You understand? Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, that can't be the midfield. You understand? We're hearing rumors that City are gonna go, what do you call it, blood? Hit the release clause for Bruno Gomares. They're gonna hit the 100 mil, blood. So if they go out and make that move, blood, we need to make moves, blood. You understand? Because them bringing in Bruno, that could get them 5. That could get them 5 in a row, blood. Do you understand? Pep could be turning this into the Bundesliga, blood. You get me? It's that real, bro. You understand? And obviously, we're not going to pay the 100 million for Bruno. Bruno Gomares, Arsenal fans, get that out your head, blood. Get that one out your head. He's probably going City, blood. The one that I'm looking at is this Fofana, brother. I don't really know a lot about him, but I've done my research and I like what I see, blood. You understand? Very combative. You get me? He frees up Rice, blood. You understand? Rice goes further out the pitch, blood. You understand? The man there just enforcer. You understand? Good on the ball, athletic. I think he'd be a great addition to the squad. Monaco is saying they'll sell him. You get me? I think the money they're asking for 40, 50 mil. That's a steal, blood. You get me? We need to be looking into that kind of that area, blood. You understand? That is a very good, astute signing, bro. You get me? People are looking at him. You understand? People are looking at him. We're not the only ones that are interested. You get me? But we have lodged interests with Monaco regarding Youssouf Fofana. Fabrizio's the one that dropped that as well, blood. You understand? We've had our scouts follow him in recent months. So you get me? Let's see if we move for him, blood. We've had an eye on him, bro. You get me? Let me get his stats up, blood. Let's see how he's done this season. Because when I went looking, I said, yo, this guy, he might be the one, blood. He might be the one, bro. He might be the one, mate. He's young as well, bro. You know, 25. Perfect age, blood. 32 games, 4 goals, 4 assists. 3 games in the cup, no goals. But 32 games, you get me? He only missed 6 games, blood. You understand? He only missed 6 games, blood. So he's there available, blood. You understand? 4 goals, 4 assists from DM as well. He plays centre midfield and DM, but majority of the time this season he played DM. Given the armband as well on a few occasions. So he's a good leader. You understand? He's got leadership. You need that in the midfield, blood. You understand? I think that'll be a great signing, blood. When I went, like I said, I didn't know a lot about him. And then when I went looking, when I see the Fabrizio tweet, I said, all right, cool, let me go investigate, blood. You understand? And I said to myself, yes, blood. You get me? That is the kind of signing. That's the kind of midfielder. Like if we had Fofana, Rice, and Odegaard, I'm happy with that midfield, blood. You understand? That's when I wouldn't mind selling a Partey, blood. You get me? I wouldn't mind selling a Partey, blood. You understand? For me, I think we should keep Partey. I think we should get Fofana and keep Partey, bro. You understand? Douglas Luiz. I'm 50-50 with Douglas Luiz, in my opinion. I'm 50-50 with Douglas Luiz. Fofana, he's the one that I was kind of like, okay, cool. I like the look of him, blood. No diddy. Big up Andy Q, my brother. He says, good morning, troops. NYC, I'm waiting for Dana Paola to sign my Barca jersey in her name. Mexican pop singer. Hope I'm not in the mud. You can have Torres. Next time you call me that stupid name, I will give you a 24-hour ban, blood. You understand? Do not call me a name that gal call me. Yeah, that is sus. Yeah, we told Ray. You understand? It is sus behavior calling a man by a name that a female calls him. You understand? Allow that, blood. You get me? Final warning. But yeah, for me, bring in Fofana, keep Partey. You understand? Then you got Partey, Jorginho for cover. You get me? Ain't nothing wrong. I mean, that's a good midfield, blood. You feel me? That is a good midfield, blood. You understand? French international as well. You get me? So he's got that experience there as well. Obviously, he doesn't really play as much as he would like because that French midfield, woy. You get me? It's a mad thing, blood. You understand? Because the Partey thing, that Ben Jacob he said that there is no guarantee Thomas Partey leaves Arsenal. He could simply see out the final year of his contract. Partey has had historical Saudi interest. Newly promoted Al Qadsiya I think that's it. Al Qadsiya are understood to be interested if Partey changes his mind on the switch to the Saudi Pro League. You get me? So, like I said, if they come in with a substantial bid, then you understand. Partey can go, blood. You get me? But then somebody needs to come in through the door that's going straight into the starting 11, blood. We can't be bringing in someone who ain't better, and I'm like better than Jorginho, blood. You get me? We have to bring in better than that, blood. You understand? Definitely need to do that, blood, because we can't be weakening the team and all this foolishness, blood. You get me? We need to strengthen the team, blood, and kick on and run down City. Because if City get Bruno, blood, let me tell you lot something from now. We have to move mad in the market. If they get Bruno, we need a striker, cover for Saka, and a centre midfielder. Yeah? It's as simple as that, bro. You get me? It's as simple as that, blood. You understand? It is as simple as that, bro. Big up my brother Edgy. He says, Troops, thoughts on Hussam banning Ray Ray. Did he ban Ray Ray? I banned Ray Ray for 24 hours, blood. And then he came to his senses, bro. And then I gave him back his mod status and all of that, blood. But has he been banned from Hussam's channel? Mad thing. Who do you suggest for Saka cover? For me, I look at Pedro Neto. You get me? It's just the fee they want for him, blood. You understand? If we could get them down, if we could get that fee down, because people say, "Oh, Neto's injury prone." Da, 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 da. We're bringing him in as cover, blood. You get me? So we're not going to need him majority of the time. You get me? Let me see how many games Neto played last season. Because his injury record did improve last season. 20 games, 2 goals, 9 assists in the league. And then 4 games in the FA Cup, 1 goal, 2 assists. So 25 games in all competitions, 11 assists and 3 goals in all comps. That's perfect cover, bro. That's perfect cover. I don't see what's wrong with that, bro. You get me? I don't see nothing wrong with that. You understand? You look after, you get me? Like, what's wrong with that? 25 games. That's what you call cover. You get me? Saka is going to be there week in, week out. We know this. Saka's going to be the starting right winger. You get me? That's his place. You get me? Cemented that, blood. You understand? You bring in Pedro Neto as backup, but we need to get the fee lower. So even if, I don't know, we throw in a Reece Nelson, you get me? You throw a Reece Nelson into the deal, that can maybe bring down the transfer fee a little bit, blood. You understand? Like, you don't think Reece Nelson would be okay with moving to Wolves? Wolves are a certified Premier League team. They don't really fight for fight against relegation. They're a decent team, bro. You understand? With Gary O'Neill, they play very good football now. Wolves look like a certified Premier League team now, blood. You get me? There's no, you get me? Like Reece, obviously you're taking a step back, but respectfully, you're not of the Arsenal level. So you need to take the step back, blood. You understand? You get me? Like, there's ways we can get the deal done and get players out of the door as well, blood. You feel me? Like, I heard they said about swap deal for Osimhen, but I don't know who they're going to swap Osimhen for. Who can we swap for Osimhen? What? Jesus is probably the only one. They're not taking the other striker. They're not taking him, blood. No chance, bro. You get me? I'm praying Palace are still interested in him as well, because he's another one that needs to bounce as well, blood. You get me? But Pedro Neto, blood, I don't see the issue. I really don't, blood. You understand? Big up my brother Ed, my GG. He says, Hussam banned him a week. Wish it been longer. Swear down. Swear down. He banned him for a week, blood. Aye, Ray. Peak, fam. You understand? Peak, fam. That's peak, blood. I only banned him for a day. Smith Road to Napoli. I've heard that it's Fulham, no? Ain't it Fulham that are interested in a mill? Like, even in that deal, we should be trying to get Paulina in that deal. You understand? We should be saying, give us like, let's do a Paulina and 25 mil. You get me? Paulina, give us Paulina and, you get me? Let's do a swap deal. We'll give you Smith Rowe and 25 mil, and you give us Paulina, blood. You get me? Then you go to Wolves and you say, yo, give us Neto and we'll give you Reece Nelson and 30 mil. What's wrong with that, bro? That's like 45 million. You get me? For Reece Nelson. Do you understand? Like, there's like, bro, because you're giving them a player as well. And you're giving them a player in Reece Nelson that's fitness has really improved, because more time he's always on the bench, bro. Reece is always there more time, blood. You understand? His injuries have improved, blood. You get me? And he'll be at a good team, a competitive team. They got some ballers there, blood. You understand? He can still improve as a player. You get me? And all that good stuff. So, do you understand? Like, come on, man. I don't know what's wrong with Edu, blood. Doesn't this guy have a brain, blood? Like, big man thing, I'm smarter than this shoot, cuz. I swear to God. I'm smarter than this shoot, bro. Like, I don't understand. There's ways to get deals done. Paulina is not even Partey level. Yeah, but bro, if we were to go out and get Fofana, yeah, for like 40 mil, yeah, and then we go out and we get Paulina in the deal with Smith Rowe going the other way, what's the issue? You have Fofana and Paulina and Jorginho. Now you have strength in depth in the midfield. Do you understand? Like, how can Paulina is a bad boy? The only thing is he's reckless. You understand? The guy's gonna get suspended. He's gonna miss 3 games in the season because when you get 5 yellow, you get 1 game, and when you get 10, you get 2 games. So he's gonna miss 3 game guaranteed, blood. You understand? But for me, you get me. We need to be bringing in those types of players, blood. You understand? The way we miss Xhaka, you bring in a Paulina. There is the Xhaka replacement, blood. You understand? And he'll be Paulina hardly ever injured, blood. You understand? Plays a lot of football, bro. Key part of the Portugal team, of that midfield. You understand? Like, come on, man. You get me? We're here with Jorginho and them, man. They're fucking Fabio Vieira, blood. Like, we being serious, blood. You understand? Like, are we being serious, bro? Man, just want to sit here with fucking Lokonga and these clowns, blood. Nah, fuck that. I'm not with it, bro. Get rid of them, man, there and bring in better players, blood. You understand? Improve the starting 11 and improve the bench, blood. You get me? Because what City do is they improve their 11 and they improve their bench, blood. It's not just, okay, cool, we're gonna, you get me, improve the 11 and the bench is just gonna be full of youngsters, blood. There's a couple youngsters there. They got the Oscar Bob and they got the Rico Lewis, but then they've got the Julian Alvarez's, what I mean, 1 week is flipping Grealish, 1 week is flipping Doku. The bench is strong, blood. You get me? Our bench, you look at it, you fucking Ketia, fucking Fabio Vieira. Bro, the bench is piss poor, blood. The bench is piss poor, fam. Big man thing. The bench is piss poor, rude boy. And I've had enough of it. I've had enough, mate. Big up my brother Ed one more time, blood. He says, any interest on Jonathan David? Nah, I think that's gone, blood. You understand? I think that was years ago. You get me? Yeah, I think that boat has sailed, blood. You get me? That boat has sailed, blood. Now we'll never get thing João Neves, blood. You understand? The money that they're asking for, why? Yeah, we're not paying that, blood. You get me? Especially after getting Rice. You understand? They want even more. You get me? He's going to be a don, though. That you is cold, blood. You get me? That you is actually cold, fam. You understand? The main thing we need is a striker, blood. That is the main striker and centre midfielder. I think is the most important. Like, you got Jesus there, innit? And he's playing a role. Like he Arteta found this role for him end of the season where he was coming off the bench playing on the right, and he got a couple of assists off the bench, blood. So you've got Jesus there for cover for Saka. You get me? If worse comes to worse, but the striker and the centre midfielder, for me, that is vital, bro. I think if we don't address them areas, then boy, you get me. City's gonna, you understand, have their way with the Premier League again, blood. No, Diddy. We have to go out there and bring in reinforcements, blood. You get me? But Yeah, Sesko spoke as well. He's explained why he has chose to stay at Leipzig for another season and sign a new deal. Obviously, the Slovenian 21-year-old scored 18 times in his debut season in the Bundesliga. He had a slow start. Majority of them goals came in the second half of the season, but when he got up to scratch, up to pace, he done his thing still. Let's not lie, done his thing still. But he has spoken on signing, or should I say, staying at Leipzig, and he said, "I had a good first year at Leipzig, and I am incredibly happy to be here. Team, club, city, fans, the overall package, pause, is simply outstanding for me. The early contract extension was there for the logical next step for me." Now, obviously, last season, um, well, not last season, the season before last season, well, the season before that as well, blood. A couple years back, Haaland chose to stay at Dortmund for another season, and then the following season he moved to Man City. Now, I fully expect something like that to happen with Sesko. I heard that there's like a friendly agreement that he obviously signs the new team, gets a pay rise, stays for another season, and then when the clubs, if he continues doing what he was doing this year, next season, then the clubs, when they come in for him, he'll be allowed to leave. Apparently, there is this gentleman agreement between Leipzig and the player. I expect him to leave if he does have a good season again. He probably will get more goals. You understand? But yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on that, blood, and see what happens with Sesko and where he decides to make his next move, blood. You get me? Nico Williams, people. Now, we've been linked with Nico for, I'd say, over a year now. I think last summer was when the rumors started to pick up. That's when we started to have interest in the Spanish winger. Obviously, he is in the Spain squad, so you will be able to watch him during during the Euros and make your own assessment on the player. For me, he's 21, so he's at that age again that Arteta likes. Pause. 31 appearances in La Liga last season, 5 goals and 12 assists. He does love an assist, blood. Copa del Rey, he was an absolute smoke. 6 appearances, 3 goals, and 5 assists. The man is absolutely rapid. Obviously, he plays on the left. Martinelli had a tough season last year. With Trossard, I don't think Arteta sees him as the first choice. That's why, you get me, there are these links to Nico Williams. But the young Spaniard has come out and spoken on his future, and Fabrizio reported it today, this morning to be precise. And Nico Williams has said, "I am very happy in Bilbao. It is the club that has given me everything. I have clear where I will be for the preseason. That's all. I have told my agent that I do not know anything until the Euros is over." So obviously Barca are interested in him, Arsenal are interested in him. I think other couple teams are interested in him. He does have a lovely left foot. I don't know, man. I don't know. They want a lot of P. I think the fees a bit mad. You get me? And I'm not sure. Like for me, it's more the right hand side. You understand? For me, it's more the right hand side where we need cover. You get me? The left hand side for me is okay. Martinelli, Trossard, I think it's all right. You get me? Yeah, right foot. Sorry, because he plays on the left. That's what I meant. But I'm not sure, blood. For me, the right hand side is more. I'm more concerned with that. I'm more concerned with sorting the right hand side out than the left hand side. You get me? I think Trossard can do a job. Martinelli, hopefully, he has a good Copa America. He's been starting for Brazil in the couple warm up games. I think he started yesterday as well. I'm not too sure. But for me, it's on the right hand side where we need to get someone in, blood. I think the left's fine, fam. I think the left is fine, bro. You get me? The right hand side is where I think, yeah, you get me. Like, I know Martinelli had a bad season last year, but then we have to remember the good season he had the season before. You get me? So let's see how he does this season. If it goes the way it went this season, and we have to have a sit down at the end of next season, and Martinelli's got to have them discussions with Arteta, so be it. But for me, I'd rather sort out the right-hand side, blood. You get me? At least it won't happen because he wants to come in as a starting player. And you get me? Saka's got that spot. So, you understand? I don't see Elise to Arsenal happening. You get me? I don't see that one happening still. And there's no rumours with us as well, blood. So, you get me? It's either Chelsea or United, isn't it? On that one. Big up Rashan. I big up yourself as well yesterday for the super chat, blood. Apologies, we couldn't read it. He said Paulina signed for Bayern, bro. Has Paulina signed for Bayern? Has Paulina signed for Bayern, blood? I didn't even know that, blood. I swear they were, obviously, it nearly happened last year. It broke down. I don't think they're going to go back in for him. I haven't seen any links. You get me? Man, like Daps in the chat. Do you, man, want Phillips or Gomez? I'm sure some of your fan base can talk them into team of the year at your gaff. Now you can keep them idiots. I'm a sensible Arsenal fan. One that has sense. You understand? Oh, what, they're in for him again, yeah? Oh, okay. Just a personal agreement. Okay, personal agreement. Okay. For me, though, we need to be trying to get Paulina to Arsenal, blood. You get me? We need to be getting Paulina because if they want Smith Rowe, then we should say, yo, here's what? Here's 30 million and Smith Rowe. Bang. Give us Ting. Troops, Dortmund manager leaving. Swear down. Swear down. Raw. After getting to the Champions League final, he's done well. Like, obviously, he didn't well, he kind of did bottle the Champions League final. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we bottled it against Bayern. Not denying that, but they kind of did, innit? Because the amount of chances they missed before Madrid even started playing, blood, let alone scored a goal. You understand? And obviously, the season before that, they lost the league on the last day of the season. So, you know what I mean? But that's mad. He fell out with Hummels. Swear down. Hummels got him the sack. Okay, no. What's your view on Jesus as cover for Saka on the right? Blood, I've been saying that. Like I said, yeah, that if we got a striker and we got rid of Nketiah, he's lucky I said his name, because I don't know if Daps knows that I call him the other striker. But if we got rid of the other striker, kept Jesus, bought in a striker, and then turned Jesus into cover for Saka, I'd be calm with that. Because the last couple of games in the season, Jesus was coming off the bench and playing on the right, and he got a couple of assists, and he looked all right. You get me? And I'm sure Jesus would be happy with that role, blood. You get me? Because his injuries and all of that. He's not having knee surgery. He's working very hard right now. He's in the lab already. That's good to see. But he himself knows that last season he was piss poor. And I'm glad that he knows that. But I don't think, I think he realizes that he's not the main man. I think when he left City, he thought he could be the main man. I think now he realizes I'm not the main man. Because even Havertz has jumped him, bro. Even Havertz is ahead in the pecking order now. He's dropping down the pecking order, blood. You get me? And you look in the Premier League, there's not out of the top 6, he don't start up front for any of the top 6. He don't start for you. He don't start for us. He don't start for, who finished third? Liverpool. He don't start for Villa. He don't start for who finished 5th again? Was it Tottenham or United? It was Tottenham, innit? Tottenham finished 5th, innit? Did Tottenham finish 5th? I know United finished 6th. Yeah, Tottenham. He don't get in Tottenham team, and he don't get in the United team. You get me? So I think he realizes now that he's a backup player, blood. You get me? So for me, I'd have him as cover. No, I got no issue with him being cover for Saka, blood. You get me? The only way that I'll accept that is if we signed a striker, if we brought in a Gyökeres. Like, I'm not on this Osimhen thing. You get me? The fee, the wages. I don't think you understand? I think he's overrated. He doesn't make an impact he didn't make no impact in no big games last season. He was piss poor in the AFCON. He scores he was scoring 3 games and then he's goals for 4. I don't need that kind of striker. I need a striker that's going to score 1 and 2. You understand? Can battle with City, bro. I don't think he's the one, blood. You get me? United finished 8th. Yeah, Chelsea 6th. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Blood, I forgot that Chelsea jumped up to their, blood. Why are you, man, not just grabbing Tony? I think the money they're asking for Tony, blood. I think the money that they want for Tony, you get me, over 80 million them team there. He's not worth that. Like, he done well when he first came back from his suspension, went on a good goal-scoring run. Then he got injured, which was probably expected because of being out for so long, not playing football for so long at that high level, the intensity and all that. But then when he came back, I don't know. I didn't see nothing in it. You get me? Like, I was all for getting Tony, blood. At one point, I was saying Tony over Isak. Only because, like, Isak's better, but because Isak's injuries were his injury record was a bit piss poor. Whereas Tony, say Tony is him there. But with Tony, I was with it, blood. But then, you get me? He kind of fell off, blood, after the injury. He hasn't really, you get me? And he hasn't really, you get me? He ain't really done nothing for England as well, blood. Big up Vay. He said, Troops, all I got to say is shout out to you, bro. Big up your damn self, Vay. You understand? Big up your damn self, brother, every time. Big up Lee Burnell, my brother. He says, big up choosing the man them every damn time. Come on, broski. You know the damn thing. Big up Vay again. He says, fuck my life, I got dyslexia. Don't worry, broski. I know what you meant, blood. I know what you meant, blood. Look, Troops, all I got to say is shout. You get me? You just put the A instead of the U, blood. Typo, fam. You get me? Typo, blood. You know what I'm saying? $30 million for Tony max. Nah, I think 50 million for Tony. If they said 50 million, I'd be like, cool. Let's go get Tony, bro. You understand? Like, I'm not going to lie. With United saying 40 million for Sancho, yeah? I can't lie. That's a steal, blood. You get me? Because you know that he's been playing the way he's been playing because of Ten Hag. You understand? We saw he was doing well at Dortmund. You get me? And in the big games. You understand? And for me, 40 mil. When man are saying Rashford, I'm like, nah, because they want some stupid money for Rashford. And I don't really rate Rashford like that. You get me? One season he's good, one season he's not. One season he's good, one season he's not. With Sancho's still young. Sancho's still what? 20, 22, 23? How old's Jay Honcho, blood? How old's Jay Honcho, blood? Sancho. How old is Jay Honcho? 24. See? So that's the same ages as Havertz, yeah? When Arteta saved his clout, yeah? He can be saved. Sancho can be saved. I don't think Rashford can't be saved. Rashford's done. Yeah? Rashford, in my opinion, Rashford can't be saved. I think Sancho could be saved. Yeah? 40 million, bro. Come on, bro. 40 million. Let's be real. Let's be real. Sancho could be saved, bro. And I think he'd cook with Arteta. I'm not gonna lie. I know the meme would be so peak, blood, because he's playing for Arsenal. I support Arsenal. I know it'd be a mad team, blood. Meme-wise, blood. You get me? But for me, 40 million on Sancho, I don't see that as bad business. I do not see that. I see that as good business. I see that as smart business because he's still got a point to prove in the Premier League. I saw a player at Borussia Dortmund. I did not see a player in Kai Havertz at Chelsea. I did not see a player. I saw a player at Dortmund when Sancho went back. I saw a player, bro. I saw a player, bro. I can't lie. 40 million. Come on, man. We need to. Come on. I'm telling, man. That, bro. We paid 65 for Havertz, yeah. If we bought Havertz for 40 million, yeah, I'd be like, all right, cool. All right, cool. That's a risk that I don't. Let me let's take that risk. Let's see what happens from that risk, blood. You get me? It might be a risk that, you know what I mean? It goes our way, blood. You understand? If it don't go our way, fair enough. You get me? It's only 40 million. You get me? We can, you understand? It's not that big a loss, blood. You feel me? When you look at Sancho now, yeah, and the 40 million that they're asking for, yeah, that is not a big risk, blood. If it was to go wrong, yeah, if it was to go wrong, if it weren't to go right, yeah, if it weren't to turn out the way that the Havertz thing has turned out, yeah, because the Havertz thing, I did not see it turning out the way it's turned out. I'm actually cool with Havertz now, blood. You get me? I think the Havertz, I think a striker and Havertz, I got no issue with that, bro. You get me? Then you got Saka and Jesus, and then you got Sancho, Trossard, Martinelli. You get me? What's wrong with that? I don't see the issue with that. He can play left and right. He can cover Saka and Martinelli and them. Like, come on. I don't understand. Like, the Rashford thing, when people talk about this Rashford, I don't get the Rashford thing. I don't get it. I never will. I never will get the Rashford thing. I never will get the Rashford. The Rashford thing, I will not understand the Rashford thing. The Sancho thing, 40 million, I get it, blood. Yeah? Yo, big up Deluded every time, blood. Yeah? My charge you. Make sure you subscribe to Deluded, blood. Yeah? And make sure you subscribe to Never a Foul as well, blood. Just subscribe to Deluded Guna and subscribe to Never a Foul as well, blood. Yeah? But, like I was saying, the Rashford thing, I don't get the Rashford thing. Yeah? Don't get the Rashford thing. The Sancho thing, I'm there and I'm kind of like, you know what, yeah? At Dortmund, he done his thing. He cook up PSG. He cook up couple man in Germany. He cooked up Bayern. When he did play Bayern, he cooked up Bayern. He cooked up Kimmich, yeah, in the league, and he did cook them up in the Champions League, yeah. For me, Sancho is the one that we should be looking at. For me, Sancho, 40 million, I don't see. I wouldn't be upset with that. I wouldn't be angry with that. I wouldn't be against that. You get me? Chat saying that Dortmund, there's no pressure. I think there was crazy pressure on Sancho going back to Dortmund. I think there was a lot of pressure because with all that happened at Man United, I think there was hella pressure on him going to Dortmund and showing that he's still at the level of playing at the highest. I think there was hella pressure on him. So for me, he's still got to prove a point in the Premier League. It's like Havertz, but it's less of a risk. It's like Havertz, but it is less of a risk. What's his wages deluded? I'd love to know his thing. Because for me, as backup, yeah, that can run. That can run, blood. 350. Lord have mercy. Yeah, that's mad. He'd have to take a dramatic wage drop. He would have to take a dramatic wage drop, bro. Even if it's 250, he'd have to drop down, blood. He'd have to drop down to into like 120. And like most 150. Most 150. You can't. You're mad. Are you mad? How do I start these polls, blood? How do I do a poll, blood? I want to know how to do a poll because I'll do a poll right now. How the hell do I do a poll, blood? Aha, I found it. Start a poll. Would you take Sancho at Arsenal for, where's my pound sign? 40 million. Yes or no? All right, man, set the poll. Hit the poll. Would you take Sancho at Arsenal for 40 million? Yes, no, or are you 50-50 on it? Make sure you're liking the thing as well, people. You know what I mean? We got over 400 inside, no Diddy. Let's get it up to 200 likes, blood. You know what I'm saying? 139 likes. Let's get it up to 200, blood. You get me? But like I would keep Smith Rowe, yeah. I'd keep him in it. But if I could get Paulina in a deal from Fulham, then I'd do it. If Fulham offer like 30, 40 million, I can't lie, I'm doing it, blood. You get me? Troops, fake news. Sancho is on 175k. That's why I love the mods, blood. That's why I love the mods. 175k. See, he'd have to take what? Take a 50k pay cut. Drop down to 125. Tone is on 36k. Yeah, I believe that because obviously he's at Bournemouth, innit? Bournemouth, sorry, Brentford. Apologies, he's at Brentford. The man there ain't got no money, fam. You understand? The man there. That sounds right about right. Time to sell Smith Rowe, 25 to 30 mil, I would sell. For me, 30 to 40. 30 to 40 mil, you sell Smith Rowe. You get me? You sell Smith Rowe, 30 to 40 mil. No less than that. What's the poll saying? 65% so far will take him. 25% won't. 9% are 50-50. Like I said, I'd take Sancho. For 40 million. For 40 million, I take Sancho. I'm not gonna lie. I take Sancho. 40 million, yeah. I move for Sancho, bro. Good cover. Good cover, blood. You get me? Nothing wrong with that, people. I don't see a damn thing wrong with that. We're moving like they ask if obviously if it was more than that, nah. But that he's got a point to prove. And like I said, I saw a player at Dortmund when he went back there, blood. I saw a player, bro. I saw a player, people, and that's what's making me like, 40 million. That's not bad. It's not bad business, blood. You know what I mean? It's not bad business, blood. Need to be, you know what I mean? Having a look at that, blood. You get me? A little bit of news dropped while we was live as well, blood. Let me just read this before I read it out. I ain't really said nothing. The Mirror's just reporting that we've abandoned our pursuit. Oh shit! No, look. Arsenal have abandoned their pursuit of a new striker after being rejected by Benjamin Sesko. The Gunners had previously prioritized a move for the Red Bull Leipzig striker. They were considering activating the £55 million release clause written into his contract with the German side. Arsenal weren't the only side interested, though. Premier League rivals Man United and Chelsea were also keeping a close eye on Sesko. It now appears none of them will be signing him. The Slovenian striker has penned a new deal with Leipzig until 2029, and that has forced Arsenal to change tactic heading into the summer transfer window. According to the Telegraph, a new striker is now not among their priorities for the coming months. So, Jesus Christ, blood. This club, bro, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. This club is just a fucking, seriously, like, we need a striker. We've needed a striker for how many years? How long? I swear to God, if that youth starts the season with Arsenal, yeah. Oh my days, my head will go. My head will go like never before. I'm not gonna lie, because this just stinks of him staying at the club. This just stinks of him staying at the club. Stinks of it, blood. Stinks of it, mate. How can you go to war with City, who have Haaland, yeah, arguably the best striker in the world, and you don't have a striker? I don't understand this club, man. Seriously, I don't understand. Like, I seriously, like, bro, this guy, like, I swear to God, like, this is crazy. And I heard that they want Havertz as number one striker. I was just like, nah, this bullshit. Nah, this bullshit. They're gonna go out and sign a striker. They know we need a striker. They know what we're missing is a striker and a centre midfielder. These lot know this. They know. They're on the training ground. They see the players. They know. They know that these men we have now can't get us over the line. They know. They know we need reinforcement to catch City. They know. They fucking know. And I'm going to stay calm at the moment because the transfer window ain't open. Transfer window opens tomorrow. Euro start tomorrow. So there's hardly going to be any movement until the Euros finish. Just going to be rumor central. So I'm staying calm for now, but that can go quickly. That can leave the vicinity at a rapid rate, blood. Because if I see other teams moving and we're just staying static, yeah, because you need to move with the times. You need to progress every season. You need to improve every season. The reason why Man City stay on top is because they improve every season. Every season they freshen it up. Every season they add a new component. I'm staying calm for now. Big up man like D Mensa. He says, "We saying troops, big up yourself. Partey replacement striker and Saka backup equals a good window. Also, you think Martinelli will come back strong? Big up your damn self, broski. For me, if we got a striker, if we got Partey replacement striker and Saka backup, that's a 10 out of 10 window. Nah, 9 out of 10 because we still need a left back. That's 9 out of 10. Now, you know what? That's 10 out of 10. It's 10 out of 10. Yeah. But news is breaking that a striker is not our priority and a striker is no longer a target for us. We're no longer in the market for a striker. We're not looking for a striker. You get me? When our top goal scorer is Bukayo Saka. You get me? Who scored? How many goals did he get last year? 18 goals in the league. Was it 17 or 18? How many goals did Saka get last season, people? How many did he get again? 16 in the league. Come on, man. And then the closest, our closest goal scorer to him was what? Trossard. How many did Trossard get? Let me look. Premier League. Golden Boot. All right, so here we go. So Haaland got 27. All right, let me look. Fuck that. Let me look at Arsenal. So Havertz got 13. Saka got 16. Trossard got 12. Then you got City. Alvarez got 11. Foden got 19. Haaland got 27. You see the difference? You see the difference? This is what we need to compete with. This is what we're up against. They're the three. That's it. Where is it? Club. Goals. I don't understand how these men are really saying that we're not prioritizing a striker, bro. Like, I don't understand. And that's the thing. Palmer got 21 for a dead Chelsea, blood. for a dead Chelsea. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, what is the plan of Edu? What is his master plan to win us the league? How is he bringing this league title back to the Emirates? How is he getting us closer to City? By pulling out of the running for a striker. What we need, what we are dying for, what we are craving for, what cost us last season. And this man just, I don't know, man. Seriously. I don't understand how you can prioritize a winger over a striker, blood. Seriously. What is with this false nine bollocks? We need an out-and-out striker. Don't get one. You might as well just give City the league again, blood. Big up 9-5. He says Kai started 18 games up front, 15 goals and assists. I got no issue with Kai being the backup, blood. But he can't be the number one choice, blood. You get me? Your striker has to be getting 20 goals minimum in the league. Like 20 goals. He needs to be getting 30 goals all comp minimum. Do you understand? 30 goals minimum. All comps. Yeah? 20 in the league. Not 15 goals and assists, bro. You understand? He done his thing, but he didn't do his thing enough, blood. You get me? Big up Mark. He says, Happy Father's Day. Big up my mother, Jasmine Carty. Big up your mum. You understand? Big up Ed one more time. He says, Roma are bracing themselves for Premier League teams for Abraham. Would you be interested? I think the Tammy boat has sailed as well. I think where we're trying to get to, Tammy does not move the needle. You understand? Tammy don't get you to the next level. You get me? I don't think any Arsenal supporter would be happy with Tammy Abraham. You get me? I know he's an Arsenal fan, but so was Carl Jenkinson. People, you get me? So you understand? I'm not really with the man ain't really with that, blood. Not gonna lie. You understand? Not gonna lie, blood. I'd go for Gyökeres, blood. For me, you go for Gyökeres, bro. You get me? He's got over 40 goals. He's played in England already. He ain't played in the Premier League, but he absolutely dominated the flipping championship. And we've seen players do well in the championship, go to the Premier League, and also do well as well, blood. You get me? So I don't see why we're not moving for him. They're not asking for crazy money as well, blood. So why not? Troops, I reckon Southgate going United after his comments, especially after keeping Baldy. But I'm hearing that they're offering him a 2-year contract. I'm hearing Ten Hag's getting a new 2-year deal. You get me? So I don't think that's gonna. I don't think maybe next season. You get me? Maybe next season, but not actually the season after next, because the next season's fucking 2024-25 coming up. Maybe the season after that. Then you get me? It's a 3-year deal. I heard 2-year deal. Still. If it's free, boy, long may that continue, blood. You get me? Long may that continue, blood. But that's it, people, man. I just thought I'd just do a little quick one, blood. You get me? Seeing as I didn't turn up yesterday. So I just thought I'd just do this one for the people then, blood. You get me? Tomorrow, it's going to be an emotional pod tomorrow, blood. It's going to be an emotional pod tomorrow still. I'm not going to lie. You lot make sure you're there, blood. Got some very, very important news. Some sad news. You get me? So yeah, make sure you turn up to the pod tomorrow. 1 p.m. we go live. Me, Flawless, Lewis, and Hussam. So you lot make sure you turn on your notifications. 1 p.m. we go live. We're gonna be all over the Euros as well. We'll be here for the opening ceremony. We're doing 2 games on Saturday and we're doing 2 games on Sunday. Obviously, we're going to do content throughout the whole Euros. So make sure you pull up for that as well, blood. You get me? But until tomorrow, you lot know the vibes, blood. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy your Friday afternoon and pray Arsenal. Pray Arsenal, blood. Sign a striker.